Okie dokie dokie. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Worlds Collide D&D Podcast, episode number 6. I apologize that there was no podcast last week. I got sick. A little hard to DM when you are sick. That's okay because over the week I ended up doing a severe rewrite to the story. Completely changed a whole section of it. I'll go over that after everybody has done their introductions. And we're having some fun today. I did some random rolls for introductions. So,
and that means I go first.
Yep. Go ahead with the random intro.
So, Mist, and as usual, I'm going to be playing Veda Phasura, the half-elf cleric. So, yeah. Next.
Okay. I'm gonna guess that means it's my go now.
You are the next one rolled.
Alright. Yeah, give me a second. My brain just went. Alright. I go by Ryuo. My character is Zayon here. Dragonborn Rogue. I know. A little bit of an odd combination, but it works for me. Anybody's got an issue with that can take an arrow to the knee. Alright. Wondering how this is going to play out, so next person up.
Okay, that's me, and I'm Jan, and I'm returning again to play Harvey. I wasn't here last week, so Harvey has been just wandering the Rainbow Road while everyone else was at the Donkey Kong Island or something. Or was it there?
Yeah, the last place they were was DK Isles. That's where they still are.
Okay. Oh, still are. Then
Yeah.
I guess he's there somewhere. Lost.
You've been wandering the DK Isles. You kind of ran into the witch doctors from DKC Returns. Made some friends.
What's happened to Harvey right now is that he has a flying broom that he grabs from somewhere, and he has learned to punch fire.
Yep.
So he ate a fire flower somewhere along the way. And
Right.
now he's returning back to the group because flying around and looking down is much easier to find others. And go ahead, Andy.
Right. It's got weird not starting this thing off, but once again, it is I, Andy, the card man, who plays Dwyer Bone Crusher, who last time is still steamed about getting thrown into a bunch of robots, and over you, I am not letting that down. I'm not gonna let that down for a while.
I know!
And Veda's still a bit Steved over being blasted.
Anyway, in between this, while Dwyer was resting, he actually found something in one of his pockets that he completely forgot about. A Ring of Warmth, which, if you don't know what that does, it gives him resistance to ice, to cold damage, and he can survive, and he can pretty much deal with negative 50 below. Kinda wish I had that thing right here in real life. But yeah, that's pretty much me. I'm done. So Mark, you're up. Mark, Falling Star, you're up next, buddy.
I know how that is.
Yeah, what you need is a coat. Those
Very
keep you
thick
warm.
coat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am Falling Star, and I will be playing Prince Maximilian Effervescent Charming. During the downtime, Max Charming got some training from Donkey Kong and learned how to use his fists in battle, and he acquired a adamantite plate armor emblazoned with the symbol of his mentor, a golden banana.
Go banana.
And when he slaps someone on the back, he can deal, that's just a 1, 7 bludgeoning damage, and he gets a free grapple. And that's it for me.
I'm scared.
It's
wow.
Holt who needs to be scared.
And
Yeah,
Holt
no
is-
joke.
and Holt isn't here this week, so that means Charming's other buddy is going to be getting slapped.
great. Oh, great.
Liar.
I was gonna give him the inspiring leader feat, which would allow me to give all of you guys temporary hit points. But the thing is, he would, in order to get those hit points, you have to be inspired by Prince Charming.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Right?
Oh, wow.
I was very strongly considering that.
It sounds plausible to me.
I would have been inspired to turn the other way.
Right?
No comment.
Okay.
Don't die over
Oh.
there.
Yeah, no joke. Oh.
I need to finish these vitamins up. Anyway,
Hi, I'm Mia Harpy. I'm staying nice and warm because of the stupid weather. And I'll be playing as a new character with a new race. His name is Leon. He's the second cleric, and he's a male kitty demon. Apparently.
Male kitty demon.
Ask
He's
Emily
a-
for the details.
yeah, he's a Nako, which is a race unique to my own world. And basically, the Nako are part of the nightmares. Coincidentally, the nightmares are the things that you guys have been fighting throughout this entire campaign. Basically, they're my form of demons. The Nako are basically their origins are from the demons in that aspect. So technically, despite the fact that they look like humans, they are technically demonic in nature. So they are they look like humans with cat features. Males, I believe, have tails. Females have cat ears. Meanwhile, they are demonic in nature because they have all kinds of like demonic abilities because they spent billions of years working with the nightmares. They were one of the first few races that was created, considered a failed experiment, and then got discarded. And then the Great Darkness came and collected all of the failed experiments and turned them into what are called the Nightmares. Basically, he organized them together into a fighting force. So
it makes you wonder why a demonic kitty is a cleric.
yep.
And what
And-
is the demonic kitty doing with a bunch of crazies?
And don't worry, he's actually a good person.
Yep.
No, really.
No, I was still considering what made him think it would be sane move to hang with us.
Yeah, I kind of worry now because of the your friend over there points to Charming.
Trust me. Trust me. After, I'm just gonna say this about Dwyer. He doesn't question why the cat demon's here. For God's sakes, he if you listen to the podcast, you know what he's gone up against. So it's like, oh, we've got a cat demon. Neat.
Well, here's just a quick description. He's wearing leather armor. He even is wearing a choker, and he has dark brown hair and bright blue eyes. So, and he's really cute looking.
And
I
he
don't
has a
care.
long cat
He's
tail.
He's
cute.
got that meow factor.
Yes, he does. Okay. But yeah, he's the cleric light domain. Okay,
Yep.
he is worshipping a god of light. So yeah.
Right.
Question: does he
Yes?
have an aversion to catnip?
He doesn't have cat. Well, I wouldn't know that for sure. Ellie, does he?
Maybe. And
Well, he
part
is
cat.
part cat, so.
So basically, if we ever cross a catnip field, we might have to be dragging him out of there by the claws.
Or you can use catnip against him.
Right.
I've got some funny things in my bag of tricks.
Speaking of claws, that is something I forgot about the Nako. They do have claws, so therefore they have a 1d4 unarmed slashing damage attack.
You see, it would be useful to know that.
Yeah. I just realized, like, when he said, drag him out by the claws, I was like, wait a minute. He would have claws.
1d4 plus dexterity, I'm guessing.
Hold up.
Or strength.
I know this just got mentioned, but so essentially you've got a half orc and a Khajiit with a human, a gnome, a dragonborn, and a half elf.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Cosmic melting pot, folks.
Yep.
All right. let's get this train wreck a rolling.
Yep.
Also, his magic item is Boots of Elven Kind. Basically, I have adventures against stealth checks, and his steps makes no sound.
You just have to be careful to not do that when Charming is around, because I have a dex modifier of 0 and I'm wearing plate armor.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, what do we expect? He's a walking tank. He can't be stealthy.
Right.
Yeah, I was considering Mithril so that I could actually not have disadvantage on stealth checks, but I thought to myself, no. He would wear Mithril.
He would like to go out and fight. No matter
Charming
what.
Stealthy, he's the kind of person who would walk bravely into the
Yeah.
jaws.
Yeah, exactly.
That's not bravely, that's brazenly.
Delusionally, I suppose, for Charming.
So,
You know what's bad is the fact that he thinks he's so powerful, and yet he whacks something and kills it in one hit. We're like, well, crap, so much for disillusioning this guy.
Exactly. That's the point. He's great at what he does, but he thinks he's great at what he does. So he's delusional, but his talents back up his delusions.
Which causes so many headaches for the rest of us.
right.
He reinforces his own idiocy, and he's too stupid to realize it.
Anyway.
Yeah. Anyway.
Onward with the crazy.
Yep. So yeah, I am Serene Inc. I am the Dungeon Master, and I will be playing a new character that is involved in the rewrite. I will not be continuing to play Anna. So, in the aspect of the rewrite, basically the characters completed their mission here on the DK Isle. They made it to King K. Rool's chamber. When they got there, they found a massive 4-armed demon creature that was keeping King K. Rool hostage and ruling over the Kremlings. They defeated the demon. Everything went fine after that. They returned to Cranky Kong, who stated that if the heroes stayed around for a short period of time, Mario would certainly appear. Interested in this, the party did in fact stay over. As noted, some of them trained with Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong during the wait time. And sure enough, a short time later, a man in a red shirt with blue overalls and a red hat along with a thick black mustache, kind of appears as if out of nowhere. Finally, the one you have been searching for, Mario, now stands before you. He smiles and he tips his hat towards you before speaking. He says, "I apologize for taking so long before I met you. You see, I had to be certain you are who I thought you were. I have been testing you for a while now, ever since your first encounter with Anna. I believed you to be the world guardians of the Forgotten Realms. It turns out I was correct. Yes, everything you've done until now has been a test, and you've passed them all. Well, save for one, but I'll admit that was pretty unfair. I sent you to Dreamland to try to stop the darkness from consuming it. I had not realized that the world was so close to being consumed, though. If I had, I would not have sent you there. Still, you did manage to save the World Guardian of Dreamland, and for that I am thankful." And I just lost my place in this monologue. Now, I am sure you have questions for me, but unfortunately they will have to wait a little while. I must explain to you what must happen next. I must ask you to continue to traverse the worlds, as I need you all to find the other world guardians. Of course, I am sure you are also unaware of what a world guardian is. A world guardian is the being that exists in the world that prevents the darkness, a creature known as Abolition the Destroyer, from consuming it. If the guardian becomes corrupt or falters, though, Abolition is free to consume the world. You saw this in Dreamland when King Dedede failed to stop Abolition. You already know of two other world guardians, those being Donkey Kong of the DK Isles and King Bowser Koopa of my own world. Yes, actually, the evil tyrant king is the world guardian of my world. It is why, despite his constant attacks and kidnappings of Princess Peach, I have not taken the beast down. He has an important role to play in our world, and thus he must do it. There is also an ultimate guardian, if you will, that holds the power to harness the powers of the other guardians should she come in contact with them. Already, she has come in contact with Bowser, Donkey Kong, and King Dedede. At that moment, he turns to Prince Charming and says, "I am told that you have King Dedede's hammer. She will need that."
Is that Prince, by the way? Dear God, I thought he's not Prince.
Well, Charming. I'm pretty sure we've been calling him Prince Maximilian Effervescence Charming.
Well, that's his name.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily accurate, but that's his name.
Right?
So his name is Prince.
It's like Freddie Prinze Jr.
No, his name is Max. He just has the title of Prince. Whether or not that means anything remains to be seen.
Right.
As with the rest of him.
Anyway, Mario continues.
Dice.
Yeah. Mario will continue to say, "I must ask you to take the Guardian with you to meet the other Guardians as well. When she has obtained enough power from the other Guardians, she will be able to seal away Abolition again. Unfortunately, that is not the end, you see. Abolition was not meant to be free at this time. Something freed him from his bonds prematurely, and once he is released here in this time, once he is resealed in here in this time, I'll have to ask you to travel back to the moment of Abolition's release to stop whatever released him." He then turns and waves his arm behind him and says, "Now then, Allow me to introduce to you the Guardian of the Gate, the ultimate guardian that I mentioned. She is the one who protects us all from the threat of abolition. May I introduce Jennifer Olivia Seaborn. At that moment, a woman dressed in a red mage's robe walks out. She has brown hair. I'm pretty sure she has blue eyes, but it's been a while. No, she has brown eyes. Never mind. I just looked at her picture. She has brown hair. She has brown eyes. And she gives you a bow and says, hello. My name is Jennifer.
Raises a paw. Hello. Well, it's not exactly a paw. I mean, it's hands, but with
Yeah.
claws, so.
Yep.
Greetings.
Well, I mean, they're retractable claws.
Ah,
So.
okay. That's kind of weird. Sorry. So it's kind of like Wolverine then, but
Something kind of like that. It's like your fingernails grow to make, like, sharp claws, and then they
that was a
Ungrown.
hurt.
So, it's kind of weird, but yeah, that's the way they work.
Okay.
After Mario explains that and Jennifer introduces herself, Dwyer's like, he takes a moment. He's like, so what you're telling me is that everything we've done up until now has been a test so that you can make sure that we were good enough to protect this person. Trust me, he's trying to hold back, not trying to be insulting because you know. But he's sort of tapping his fingers together. He's like you have no idea how much I want to unleash all of my magic right at your Italian head for putting us through this crap.
And Leon's going to try to calm him down while he's saying that,
Yeah.
patting him on the back and such. Okay.
Mario will respond simply by saying, unfortunately, as I have stated, this is only the beginning. Things will only get harder from here. That is why I had to be certain you are who I thought you were.
I just have a question. You said you were going to send us back in time, right?
Yes.
Do you have a plan of, like, bringing us back as well?
Mario nods and says, I plan to send you back in time. When you reach the past and you correct the past, time will repair itself and you will be brought back to your own time as your time should have been.
So you've done this before?
No.
No.
Right. Yeah. I hope you're right that we just don't disappear and stop existing or something.
I'm gonna leave that relativity question to someone else because that's just a headache waiting to happen.
Dwyer mutters something under his breath about how time travel is a big headache and he hates it.
Mario will actually, Jennifer will speak up and say, the fallen angel who gave me my abilities is the one who engineered the travel, is the one that engineered how to send you all back in time. She says she has had to do this multiple times before.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Wait, fallen angel isn't that the same thing as a demon?
Question.
Isn't the fallen angel the same thing as a demon?
Jennifer will stare at you and kind of rub the back of her neck and say, it's really,
Complicated.
really complicated.
Right.
John, Harvey. Technically, no. Certain angels can fall from grace if they do something outside of what their particular master deems bad, even if it's for a greater good. So this fallen angel could still be a good person, but because of his past actions, the deity that he served might have had him fall from grace because of his actions.
Harvey just looks at the two clerics.
That is true.
Leon has a question. Does this time travel have a catch? As in, it's only like limited time.
Well, the catch is that Jennifer can't send you back in time until she has the power to do it. So.
That's all. Okay. So, do you know where? Okay. So in other words,
Because the reason why is because I'm pretty sure if everyone who has a backstory might want to change something that happened in the past.
Okay.
What? It's
Thanks for the information. So, do you know where the next guardian is? So that essentially we can get you powered up, miss, so that we can reseal this chaos demon. Then go back in time and make sure he doesn't get released it prematurely to begin with.
To that, Jennifer will nod. She will say that the next world guardian that you need to locate lies in a world known as Versame.
Versame? The heck kind of a name is that? Then again, all these other worlds we've been to haven't exactly had the wisest names either.
Right. So, if you can open the Rainbow Bridge, open this up and let's get going. The sooner we get this crap over with, the sooner we can save all of existence, all that stuff.
Right.
Wait. Hold on. You're Mario?
Sorry.
Prince Charming is asking to confirm that the small man is in fact Mario.
Oh, I had completely forgotten about this subplot.
Yep. Mario nods and says, "Yes, I am Mario." It's
you have to
me,
speak more
Mario.
Italian, you know. Yes, I am Mario.
Yeah, I can't
That-
do that.
actually,
It's
that was
me,
your
Mario!
Yeah, that was your perfect opportunity to say that, Emily.
Yeah, that's why I corrected
It's
myself.
me, Mario.
and said it. It's me, Mario.
That's her.
And this is a Luigi. He points and then realizes Luigi's not there. Oh, that's right. I left him back into the Mushroom Kingdom.
That's there. Get into character.
Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy.
Max is going to go over to Fada. Well, we all make mistakes, don't we? Slap.
Wait, does that include that she's just now been put into a grapple?
Good question. No, not in this case.
Well, Mrs. said be right back, so unfortunately she... We'll tell her when she gets back.
It's turning into one of those.
Oh, that would
We're
have
not
dealt
gonna
10
get too
damage.
far.
So
That would have dealt 10 damage.
Jennifer is going to speak up and say, "I believe one of you had King DDD's hammer. I'm
Oh, that's
going
right.
To need that.
Charming, get that thing out of your bag.
Alright, Charming is going to take it out. Yes, I have it.
I'm going to need that. It's kind of my power to use other people's powers.
Charming is going to look at what I would imagine is a fairly large hammer,
It is.
and then look at Jennifer, who I imagine is a fairly small human compared to the hammer. Are you sure you can wield this?
I'll just give it to her, Charming.
She nods and holds her hand out and says, I can prove it.
Well, if you say so. And he hands her the hammer.
Alright. She takes the hammer. You see a glow come from the necklace around her neck. And after a moment, the hammer shrinks in size to match her. She then wistfully and almost as if she knows exactly how to use it, swings it around and kind of shows off a bit while using it. She then waves her hand and the hammer vanishes.
Upon seeing this, Dwyer immediately walks close to Jennifer and stares at the necklace. He's like, "Hello, this thing has a lot of magic in it."
Jennifer is going to cover the necklace and glare at you intensely.
All right, not gonna touch it. Just, I hate it when magic things are, and I can't say magic things. I'll ask how it works later when we don't have it.
Arcana check.
Alright.
Because I can do that from away.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah. 15.
Since
Go ahead, miss.
since I wasn't here when Charming apparently slapped Faye Dove on the back, Faye Dove is glaring at him, muttering under her breath.
But yeah, I rolled a 15.
Roll the 15. Alright. Upon looking at the necklace, you're reminded of something that you've heard in legends before.
I
Do
got something for this. Let's see, where was it? Researcher, when you attempt to learn or recall a piece of lore, if you do not know that info, you know from where and whom you can obtain it. Okay, never mind.
The thing about them. I should explain this.
Well, I can try and remember it.
Yeah.
History check, right?
Yep. I was just gonna say.
I was actually going to explain that the reason why Dwyer, didn't do an Arcana check is because it's sort of a personality quirk of his that whenever he sees a magic item, instead of
Grab it.
yeah, he wants to grab it and then study it on his own time. But because right now it's sort of an important artifact, he's sort of beside himself because he's like, I want this thing, but it's in order to save everyone.
Right.
16 on a history check.
Alright. You think about it for a moment, and then it comes to you, but only in pieces. You recall something known as the Changing Stone. Apparently it is a key to some kind of gate. The gate has a guardian, which you then recall the fact that Mario referred to her as the guardian of the gate. Also, it is probably the single most powerful magic item to ever exist in literally all of existence.
AK, do not tell Dwyer that, otherwise.
Yeah, we'd like to be able to save the world and not be stuck in behind Dwyer's desk trying to get him not to dissect it.
Right.
Basically, Leon's going to look at it in shock and then stare up at Jennifer, realizing realizing exactly who she is.
Too bad you didn't roll higher, because then you could actually remember what the gate is. Oh well.
Oh well. Well, I can figure out where to get that information from.
Right?
Yep. So yeah.
Oh.
Anyone else want to do something? I mean, I did something.
My usual skills are not to be applied right now. That would be bad juju.
I'm sorry, but I'm already doing. But I've already done my in-character thing, so.
Right.
To Harvey, she's just another powerful wizard thing.
Oh yeah, I got a question. Does a guidance cantrip, when it says ability, at the basically add and the number to one ability check? Does that mean skill checks?
Let me
I think
look it
ability checks and skill checks are essentially the same.
All
Like an
right.
ability check would be rolling strength. A skill check would be rolling athletics.
up. Ability check of its choice. Live before or after making the ability check. The spell then ends. Yeah, I think by ability check it means like when you're rolling like a straight up strength, dex, etc. check.
Okay.
I think that would extend to skill checks, though.
Yeah. I would think
I
so
was
too.
actually just
Well,
thinking about
I'm not
that
going to use it
because-
right now, but
Yeah.
yeah, I just want to
probably
get that
skill-
out of the way.
Probably skills and tools, since they're all based on abilities, but not attack rolls.
Right. Yeah, because
That's what I figured.
in 5th edition, if you don't have proficiency in an ability, you're technically not making that skill check. Like, if you don't have proficiency in history, you're rolling an intelligence check. That's why if you read like a module, it says intelligence, and then in parentheses it says history, and then it says check. Because it's an intelligence check that you're rolling, but if you have proficiency in history, you can add that as
Yeah.
opposed to anything else. So technically everything is a straight up whatever check. So yeah, I would say that that would be what that would be for.
Okay. But yeah, I just wanted to make sure before we continue on.
Yeah.
Because that's an entrance, and that'll be really useful.
Yep. Alright. Well, since that is that, Jennifer is going to well, first she's gonna look over the party for a moment. She's then going to speak up and she's going to say, I need one of you, it doesn't matter who, but I need
Charming.
one of you to do something important for me before we continue.
Charming.
Charming is going to step forward and take a knee. He's going to draw his sword and hold it upright. My lady, if there's any foe that you need slain, I shall slay it.
The devil roll her eyes.
She looks to Charming and says, what I need of you is I need you to promise to protect me no matter what the cost.
That's kind of scary. Promise right there. Go ahead, Charming.
Yeah, that's definitely up Charming's alley. Go get him.
Yes, it is.
Put the tank in front of the
Perfect for his
sorceress.
character.
Pretty much.
As you wish,
Right.
my lady. I shall defend you to my last breath.
Yes, that is so charming.
Yes.
Not coming.
Alright.
Hey, I need one of you to do exactly what you would do anyway.
One of us that would do whatever we're doing anyway.
Yep.
Oh, yes. That's definitely
Dwyer, I need you to cast spells.
Gotcha.
Right?
I
Well,
can do
this there's a reason she's asking for this. When you say what you say, the stone around her neck begins to glow. Charming is engulfed in a glowing white aura for a moment. You have just become the Guardian's Knight. Because of this...
As if I wasn't already. Come
well,
on.
well, you weren't technically. At this point, basically, now Jennifer can actually give you all kinds of amazing bonuses. Because you are her knight, which is completely different from just helping her out. So,
Alright, works for
Being
me.
a knight.
so it's kind of a big deal. So
Okay, yeah. At this point, when this whole magic show, magic light show happens, I'm gonna have Dwyer roll Arcana because that is some serious magic, and he wants to know exactly what the hell that was. Ooh, 22 on the Arcana check.
all right.
Nice.
Nice. You see this magic and everything, and it suddenly snaps to you exactly what you just witnessed. You recall that you recall basically the same thing that Leon did about the changing stone. You also recall that as the anybody who gives the promise that Charming just gave to the guardian of the gate becomes the guardian's knight. Through that, the guardian of the gate has the ability to enhance abilities, even equip you with better gear, just by a cast of a spell, things like that. Yeah.
So basically, Charming's armor can be nice, white, and shining.
Basically.
He already
Dwyer-
has a shimmering gold banana on his chest. What else does he need?
To spark up in the night and be a huge target practice.
I'm sorry, but here comes something that might piss off some of the characters off in character. But Dwyer looks at that stone intently. He's like, with the sort of eyes of, holy crap! I want that stone.
Does Leon see his reaction?
They
Perception
does,
check?
knowing Dwyer is like, Dwyer, I know what you're thinking. Don't.
But it's
Samantha,
Yeah,
where's my
Because
map?
if you try, you're gonna have to go up against Charming.
Yep.
Dwyer's like, he walks over to Faye Dove. He's like, I know that. He's like, you have no. In my professional opinion, you have no idea what that thing is, and he's like,
Do you want to fight Charming?
Especially with the new shiny armor.
he's like, oh right. He's like, I have to go through the night first. And unfortunately, Charming is right. Charming, unfortunately, is possibly the strongest out of us.
Exactly.
Right.
Dwyer takes a gold piece, flips it, catches it. He's like, okay. He snaps it. He's like, huh? He's like, all right. He's like, I get it. I'm not matched here. He's like Charming. He's like, I'm just gonna say this right now. You are possibly the luckiest human I've ever met.
Charming is going to wave his hand dismissively. I am merely doing my duty.
Oh, you poor fool! You have no idea what you just. You have no idea.
Yeah, that's pretty much his entire character concept.
Right. Right.
starting to think you programmed this exactly for Charming.
Not really,
Not
actually.
Really.
It just kind of happened to be charming. So.
Because everyone
Oh, no,
doesn't
it
trust
fits too
that.
well.
No one really trusts to be a complete guardian of someone, because what if that person ends up being a bad person?
Actually, knowing the story that Emily wrote, I can tell you that the Guardian does need a knight, so it did
Okay.
happen to go out that way.
Yep.
It just so happened that Prince Charming is the most heroic of anyone else in the group.
Right.
Or the most dim-witted and first to react to a damsel in distress.
Right.
That too.
That too, yeah. That too. Now,
There are
Jennifer...
very few girls that we've met that Charming has not pledged fealty to. Fada being one of those few.
And this
Yeah.
whole time, he considered her Mario, which is a guy's name.
Yep,
So that might have
Yep.
something to do with it.
possibly.
But Jennifer is the guardian of the gate. If you were to read the webcomic that I wrote, The Changing Stone, you would understand who she is and why the knight is so important. So the knight is actually extremely important because of the role that the guardian of the gate plays. So, that said, Jennifer is going to offer to take you guys off to Versamy. She's going to ask everybody to hold hands and form a circle around her.
Aw.
Better not say we sing Kumbaya or I'm gonna get you.
No, let's just do with the chick with the extremely powerful magic artifact says okay. At that point, Dwyer takes one of Faye Dove's hands and sort of motions for someone to take his other. He's like, come on, let's do this.
Actually, I was thinking more of How the Grinch Stole Christmas. And everyone has to hold hands and start singing.
Yeah,
Right.
me and singing. That's not gonna happen.
I would sing that, but I don't immediately remember the lyrics to
Yeah.
the song that the Who sing. So,
Besides,
I do remember,
want
but
singing in Draconic.
I do remember, but because we are not required to sing, I am not singing.
Jennifer says you must sing. No.
No.
Oh my.
Mark's character would, and he said.
Mark's yeah, Charming would definitely sing. Anyway,
Yeah,
so you
hold hands.
you
Let's
all
just do this demon magic thing and let's go.
yeah you all
Yeah, let's
gather
just get
around
out of here.
her,
I'm sick of the monkey smell.
right?
How rude.
Did I mention that Mario told Anna to stay behind? No, I didn't.
No,
Nope.
no, that one was missed.
Yeah, in Mario's monologue, he mentions. I missed to write it, but it was supposed to mention that Anna stay. Bleh. He asks Anna to stay behind because he needs her help for some other task in helping you guys out while you're doing the thing.
The thing.
Yeah, the thing with the Guardians and that kind of stuff. Anyway, so
Oh, hold up. If that's the case, before they do the whole hand-holding thing, Dwyer does actually before they do that, he sort of walks over. He's like, Anna, I don't know whether they're going to see each other again, but here he actually hands her one of his two daggers. Like, just keep it with you, just in case something happens to me. All right, later, kid.
all right. Holding hands, Jennifer touches the stone, the changing stone. There is a gust of wind that kind of circles around all of you, and you all notice as your vision becomes completely distorted, The next thing you know, you are no longer in DK Isles. You are also not on in the Rainbow Bridge. Instead, you find yourself in a large plainsy area. Off to the north, there is a set of mountains. Off towards the west, you can see the beginnings of a desert. I should note, I didn't note it initially. When you look out to the mountains, you see darkness, an unnatural darkness. There are dark clouds floating over the mountains that are not moving. You can see lightning striking when there's no storms occurring inside of the mountain range. It is
So it's kind of like Death Mountain.
It's very unnatural and very eerie.
Let me guess, we're going that way. Pointing at the mountain.
There is a desert to the west. To the south, there appears to be a forest of some kind. And off to the east is another mountain range. This one seems pretty natural. That said, Jennifer will inform you that where you need to be going is towards the west into, and she pauses for a moment before she says it, the Desert of Illusions.
Oh,
So
fuck.
this is like Legend of Zelda. In a way.
Alright. Anybody else get a little trippy from that trip? I couldn't see nothing on the way there, man. Did we hit the road or what?
Dwyer's actually gonna go over to him, to Ryu. He's like, what was your experience was instantaneous transportation between worlds. AKA, we just completely bypassed the Rainbow Road we were using. We just went from DKL to this world, Vasumi, I think it was called. So in other words, we didn't have to take no man.
Okay. Good thing I didn't buy that minivan.
Dwyer's actually gonna be like, Ryu, can I ask for a favor of you in the future? You know, to make up for the whole throwing me at those robots thing.
If you ask me to try and steal that rock, I will shoot an arrow up your rear end.
Crap. Very well. You can't blame a sorcerer for trying.
Don't you mean shove an arrow?
No, I would use bow and all.
I see.
I would probably first tie him to a stump and use him as target practice.
Leon Quench at the dot.
Right, into the desert.
I would shoot an arrow off of your head by shooting through your ass.
Wow.
Fate will sigh.
You must remember, Dragonborns are not known for being very merciful when you tick them off.
Okay, really, cat. My legs are getting tired. Sorry.
You can hand the cat over to me.
I had to shift. My
I'll
cat's
take
been
it.
sitting on my legs.
I'll take
Well,
it.
it sounds like Leon's been sitting on you too long.
Oh my. You might take offense to that if you said that in character.
He probably
I was just
wouldn't.
thinking cat laying around, but okay.
He probably wouldn't. He would give
I
you a
said
what the fuck
might.
face, but
Yeah, well, my attempts of blackmailing the thief forward into the desert.
Yes,
Alright.
before the thief decides to get you your pocket for everything you own for that joke.
Oh, that wasn't a joke. He was actually being deadly. I was actually being serious about trying to ask
I
him.
know.
to-
I'm just messing with you a little bit there, bud. Alright, onward into the desert. One of my favorite places.
Alright, traveling into the Desert of Illusions. You walk.
Aren't those just mirages?
Hmm?
Like, deserting illusions, mirage.
Desert. Kind of like mirages. They're kind of like them.
Oh well, let's go.
So, yeah. So, you march your way into the Desert of Illusions. Bleh. I can talk, really. Your party marches into the desert, and Jennifer kind of leads you onwards through the desert for what seems like a good bit of time. You're not sure how long has passed since you've entered this desert, but you know one thing. Everything looks the same. It feels like you're going in circles, but it also feels like you're going completely straight.
This is one of those riddle thingies. Hey, anybody else get a feeling we've seen this before?
Yes.
We
It's
have.
all the same.
What kind of trick would that be to figure something like that out?
Survival, I think.
Okay, I roll.
Yeah. It's
Well,
like a
I
survival
wasn't
check.
talking about the desert looking the same. I mean, getting this feeling. I feel like I've seen this before.
Oh,
We
I
have.
rolled low.
Yeah, we have. In fact, it was if I was in character, I was like, yeah, we encountered that back in DKL with that infinitely looping desert place. You know the
Wait.
place.
Desert, infinite looping. Everybody start checking the ground.
You know,
If nobody finds a stone, I'm not really sure what to tell you.
I had to search for it with my magic first before we found that stone. So, but for right now, I say we keep following the. Is Jennifer actually leading us to where we need to go, or are we just marching in a straight line?
Jennifer is in front of the party and is leading you in a straight-ish path. She seems to know where she's going.
Okay,
Yeah.
no worries then.
Charming
Yeah.
is at her side.
As long as somebody knows where the crap we're going.
Yeah, I'm not worried about the lady with the extremely magical power.
I know it. Leon's
Around her neck.
Leon's going to go ahead and ask, do you know where we're going?
Jennifer's.
Yeah.
I assume you're asking Jennifer.
Yeah.
Jennifer stops in her path. She looks to you and smiles, and she says, "Yeah, I know exactly where I'm going. The problem
Alright.
is it's very, very difficult to reach. We're making our way to a city deep inside of the Desert of Illusions. The city is known as, I have to pronounce this right, Kagum. I did it wrong. I always do it wrong. I don't know why I do it wrong. I came up with the word and I can't even pronounce it properly.
What's the spelling?
It is Karagum.
Kagarum?
Karium.
Kagum. It's Kagum.
Kagum.
But I always say it as Kagum. But it's Kagum.
That's a strange name.
Yeah,
Get the cough.
Karagum.
Kagum.
Sounds strange.
Yeah. I always say it wrong, but
No,
I came
I
up
mean,
with
that
it
was
and
in
I
character.
can't even pronounce it.
That is a strange name.
Yeah. Jennifer would have said it properly, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
Um,
But again, Leon would
Everybody
say
else
that's a
here's
strange
like,
name.
yeah, anybody else confused by this one?
Just keep marching, wizard.
Yeah, I'm not the one dying of dehydration out here.
Jennifer says, if you're feeling dehydrated, we can always stop and get something to drink.
Hey, I said I'm fine. I'm a lizard. I'm enjoying this weather.
I think he's being I think he's being a smart aleck.
Well, you did call him a lizard.
Yes. Yes, you did.
Yep.
So you should realize there's going to be some retaliation there.
Threw me at a bunch of robots. I am still learning that over your head for a while.
What's a robot?
You don't want to know, dude. Basically, everything you would hit would hurt. You. Not them.
Jennifer shouts out, "Quiet! There's something out there."
Okay, quiet. Well, actually, Leon's not making any noises from moving, so...
Well, you've all stopped
Charming is going
because...
to draw a sword and ready shield.
Yeah, you've all stopped
Yeah,
because she
pulls
stopped.
back arrow.
So,
Harvey flies a bit higher, about 15 feet, let's say.
I'm looking for something. Hang on.
Sandworm.
Oh no, 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 no.
No, it's not a sandworm. I'm just trying to see if I have some kind of random token for this, or if I should just rename the one token that I'm using for all the monsters. I'm just gonna rename the
Sandworm?
token that I'm using
Beetlejuice,
for all the
Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice.
well, that happened.
What?
Everybody roll perception.
Yay!
Also,
Alright.
Leon, I assume that your dexterity is higher than -1.
Oh,
Yeah.
I crit.
Okay.
24.
Well, I don't.
21!
Rolled a 2 plus a 5. 7.
Yeah, my dexterity is a +1, actually.
Alrighty. Yeah, I just had to know because I rolled initiative for something, and it has a -1 to dex.
Yeah, he
so
doesn't
it's-
have a -1.
Yeah, I just had to make sure
That'd be too
that...
weird for a kitty. Unless he's a fat kitty.
Yeah, well that's why I said I assume your dexterity is higher than -1, because, it with its modifier and its roll, it got a 19, which is the same as yours. So I
So,
had to make sure
he
that
rolled a
your dex
natural
higher.
20.
Yep. Net 20 on an initiative roll. Yay,
Well, I got
the kitty
19
just left
with
my lap.
My total ended up 19. Is that gonna work?
Yeah,
Perception.
you...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, my hair got into my headset. I was pulling on my headset was pulling on my hair. I had to actually take the headset off for a second. Anyway, for anybody who rolled a 15 or higher on your perception check,
Not very dove.
you notice that the sand around you is moving. A moment later, a hand, a bandaged and mummified hand, pops out of the sand, and then a second one, and then a third one, and then 3 mummies just kind of rise from the ground surrounding you.
Wait, why did we do a perception then?
To notice so
Mostly,
we don't get ambushed.
yeah, mostly to avoid, mostly to notice the mummies before they rose out of the ground.
Oh, come on.
Does that give us anything?
It would have been better if we had to notice it before it starts pulling people under the sand.
I could have done that too, but oh well.
Okay, Harvey search mummies.
Oh, great. Living dead. Again!
Are you my mom?
Dwyer's gonna be like, Dwyer's like, he's like, wonder exactly what species they're mummified of mummified creature this is. He's like,
I don't know, but
he gets a gleam in his eye. He's like, oh, I have got to slay these after we kill them.
They don't puff into smoke or burn to ashes.
Alright, so Ryu has the first initiative here.
Alright, what's their formation?
They're sort of forming a circle around you the best they can. I assume that your party is kind of grouped into a circular formation. I'd basically say one to the north, one to the southwest, one to the southeast.
Fun. So none of them group together so I can just blow them
No.
all away, but okay.
Nope. None of them grouped together.
Alright.
None of them is fit together, but they're all like.
They're surrounding us, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking of that, Mark. I do have turn undead. I could use it so Miss doesn't have to.
Yep. Well, I mean, supposing that your turn undead is enough to kill one of them.
Well, turn undead is basically making them run away from us.
Alright, let me see if I can hit anything. Well, wait a minute. I'm kind of thinking of wanting to throw a little furry critter at him.
I'd have to look up turn undead. I'm not sure where
No, you can find it from going into the cleric section.
That makes sense. I should have
It's
said
a
it
general
there.
divinity, not exactly a spell.
Yeah. I started looking in the spell section and then went, it's a cleric ability. It's probably in the clerics. That's druid.
Oh.
That's still druid. It's cleric.
But yeah, I didn't know turn undead can kill. I just thought it'll just basically make them run away.
If they have maximum hit points of, I think, 5 times your cleric level, then instead of being afraid, they are vaporized.
Yeah. Starting at 5th level, when an undead fails its saving throw against your turn undead feature, the creature is instantly destroyed if its challenge rating is at or below a certain threshold as shown in the destroy undead table.
Okay.
So yeah, turn undead can destroy undead. So haven't found turn undead, but I found destroy undead. Channel divinity. Oh,
Turn
There,
undead
it's right
is
there.
just above it.
then your holy symbol, speak a prayer. Yikes.
Yeah, we can't do destroy undead. Too bad.
Yeah. Make a wisdom saving throw. It is turned for 1 minute or until it takes damage. Turn creature must spend its turn trying to move as far away from you as it can. It can't willingly move to your space. Also can't take reactions. It can use only the dash action or try to escape from an effect that prevents it from moving.
So
There's no
it's
way to move
basically
towards dodge
terror or something like that.
Yeah, basically it frightens
Fear.
them.
Yeah.
So, makes sense.
Alright, just for the fun of it, I'm going to pull something out of my gray bag of tricks, just to see how this goes, for
Yeah.
future referencing.
Just don't forget it has only 3 uses per day.
Yeah, I know. I was just figuring it's gonna be one of those. Alright, first off, I'm going to pull the little ball of fur out of it and throw it at the first mummy, to the north.
Alright.
Roll a d8, see what pops out.
Yep, rolling the 8-sided die.
Yeah, I will say that you'll have to tell me what the heck these things do. I just copied them. I didn't actually read any of them, so.
It's a honey badger. We win.
It's a little bit better than
Essentially-
the badger.
Essentially, the whatever creature he pulls out, it's friendly to us, and it's
he throws a panther. That'd be funny.
No, the 7 pulls out the dire wolf.
Oh,
You rolled a
okay.
7?
Yeah.
Yep. Gray bag of tricks. 7 direwolf. Yep. He just basically summoned a direwolf.
Alright,
Alright.
you got the statistics on that?
Yeah, somewhere. Yeah.
I think
I don't
it
have
might be in
any
the
of these
back of the
books,
player's
so-
handbook.
There's
Yeah.
a,
It's on the
where
back
did you
of the
throw
player's
it?
handbook.
Because you can throw it like, was it 20 feet away and it pops there, or something like that.
If you have a player's handbook, it's
Yeah,
in the back on page 305.
Yep. Here it is.
Yep.
Wow, there's some hit points.
37 hit points, yeah.
Holy cow, strength.
You gonna tell us what's going on, or you just gonna keep wowsing at it?
I am wowsing at it.
I have
If you want,
screenshotted.
I can write up the statistics in the chat, and we can move on with combat.
Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah, that would help.
Actually, I just screenshotted it. I'm just sending it because I figure Ryu's going to be the one controlling it, so I just sent it to him.
Yep.
So. And that's your action, so I'm assuming you can't actually do anything further with it.
So basically, it's 1d20 plus 5 versus AC.
Oh, yep. Okay, you gotta use your bonus action. Well, I mean, you would still have your bonus action because you used your action for the bag of tricks, but you would still have your bonus action. So you could make the direwolf do something still this turn.
Well, son, how far away was that mummy to the north? Forgot to ask.
I'm assuming you're all pretty grouped together, which would mean that you're probably not a very big circle. I would say maybe 30 feet away from whoever is in the very center. So whatever your formation is, that's
We're
where they would-
within one movement.
yeah.
Alright, so, well, I ended up throwing it 20 feet, meaning it's about 10 feet away from the first mummy there. Let's see. I'm reading the attack here on the wolf.
Yeah. Says you can use your bonus action to command how the creature moves and what action it takes, or to give it general orders. So basically, you use your bonus action to give it an action, a move, and so on.
So
can
the
move.
bonus action, I was going to have it move right up to the mummy and attack.
Should be able to do that.
Yep. Its speed is 50 feet, so it doesn't matter how far I threw that thing. That thing was going to find that mummy.
Yep. I would say so.
Its bite is its attack action, which is a melee weapon attack, plus 5 to hit, reaches 5 feet, 1 target. For a hit, it's 10, or in the parentheses it says 2d6 plus 3 piercing damage.
Yeah. Basically, you roll d20 plus 5 to hit, and then if you hit, then you get to roll the 2d6 plus 3 piercing damage. If the target is a creature, it must succeed on a saving throw or be knocked prone as well. So if you hit, then you get all that stuff.
Alright, let's roll and see if my wolf managed to take a chunk out of this mummy. Well, the original is a 17 plus the 5 to hit. That's a 22, I think.
Me too. Sounds about right. That sounds like it hits.
Alright, so that's now rolling 2d6, and then an added 3 after that.
Yep. And it will make its strength saving throw. Yep, it does. It will not be knocked prone because it rolled 20 on its strength saving throw.
14.
14.
Yep, that's all together.
Alrighty. Let me get my calculator loaded up here. And I will subtract 14 from its health.
Does that still leave me with an attack, or is that all my actions?
I assume you used your action for the bag of tricks, right?
Yes.
Okay, then yeah, because that would use your action. So.
Yep, leave it
Your
at that
action
and send
is-
it on to the next person then.
Yeah, your action is what you would use to like attack and things like that, though.
Gotcha.
All right, clerics, Fadov.
Yep. So Ada will cast Sacred Flame.
Not using your turn undead. There's always a chance that they'll save against it. I mean, you get to roll. You get to.
Well, I
force all
said I
three
was
of
going to
them.
use it, and so she
Yeah.
didn't have to.
But if you use your turn undead and then miss any of them, Fadovs could turn around and hit the ones that you then miss.
Well, the thing is, we can only use this once, and we don't know if we're going to face any more undead.
This is true.
It's a desert
You can
filled
use
with
it
mummies.
once
There's
per
no telling.
rest. You can use it once per rest. If we got a short rest, you regain the use of it. Also, you can hit all three of them.
Yeah. If one of you casts it, it forces all three of them to make the saving throw. So, I mean, it's up to you guys, you know, who wants to cast and who's not going to cast. And
So Sacred Flame. Which is
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah, and
Sacred Flame.
yeah, and
Yeah.
it's against dexterity, so
Sacred Flame, yep. And what kind of damage does that do?
radiant.
Radiant.
Just plain radiant?
Yeah.
One. Rather, not one. 0.
Because the negative one.
Let's just say he took 8 damage, considering they need to beat a 13.
You still have to roll the 1d8.
I did.
Okay.
I got an 8.
Oh wow.
Nice. So, just, what kind of damage is it? Divine? Or whatever?
Radiant.
Radiant. Radiant. Okie dokie dokie. And which enemy are you attacking with your radiant damage?
There was one to the northeast and west, right?
Yeah, one to the north, one to the southwest, one to the southeast.
The one to the southwest, as the direwolf was attacking the one to the north, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
So yeah,
Right.
the one to the southwest.
Subtracting that. Alright.
And that'll be it.
Alright. Leon.
Okay, Journal Divinity. The turn undead. So everyone's going to have to. Well, not everyone. Just those 3 mummies will have to.
Every mummy.
Well, yeah. Has to
Everybody's
roll a
mummy.
wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw?
Yep.
Alrighty. 20,
Oh wow.
14, and 15.
Oh wow, dude. Oh, saved. Darn.
Huh.
Huh.
Go figure.
That, yeah, I did mention, 2 clerics, 2 turn undead.
No, don't waste the second one. No, we're not wasting the second one.
So anything else?
Was did that take an action? Right.
Does it take an action?
I'm trying to see if it says.
It's your divine, or your channel divinity, so that
Yeah.
takes an action to use.
Okay. I did. Oh yeah, it says. Wait. That's
I don't know if your
against the
channel
dawn.
divinity is.
As an action, yes, it is.
Yep.
Okay. I go have to write that down. That it's action. Anyways, I guess that'd be it.
Yeah, as an action. Okay. In that case, yeah.
So much for my first time.
The mummies are going to be very, very, very dreadful to all of you. I am going to require both of the clerics to make wisdom saving throws as two of the mummies glare at you.
Wait, what kind of wisdom?
Wisdom saving throws.
Oh, I got proficiency in. Well, I think we both got proficiency in that.
Well, unless they have a, let's just say I got a 24 and
Oh my
that.
god, we got the same roll.
24 and
So
24.
well, I got a +5 to my wisdom saving throw, so
Alrighty, that's
Yeah.
fine.
My wisdom is 3, my proficiency is 2, so yes.
That's
We
fine.
basically got the same roll.
Just fine.
no,
against,
we did get the same roll.
Yes.
Against the dire wolf, then, 20 versus AC. Ryu is on Be Right Back mode.
That would hit. Just tell him what damage.
Yeah, I actually had the thing, so.
Yeah, there's nothing the direwolf can do to prevent that.
Yeah. It is all kinds of nasty stuff. Have to roll that, and then I have to roll this. Oh, that actually did not do very much. It is 4 necrotic damage. 10 bludgeoning damage. And the direwolf has to make a constitution saving throw. Looks like Ryu is back.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. One of the mummy, the mummy that the direwolf is attacking, just hit it with its fist. It is 10 bludgeoning damage. It is an extra 4 necrotic damage, so 14 altogether. And then the direwolf needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Alright, I'm looking at its stuff, and it's got a... For the saving throws, is we using my stuff for it, or does it got it listed somewhere?
It should have a Constitution score, 15, which is +2. If you
Yeah,
look, it
about
says
17 altogether then.
the whatever you roll +2.
Yep.
So you rolled and got 17 when you had
No,
the
I'm rolled now, and it's 20 altogether.
20. All right. Then you save against the mummy's curse.
Curses.
That
Ugh.
said, I'm gonna go ahead and have the mummy that just attacked the dire wolf, dreadful glare the dire wolf as well. All 3 of the mummies are using their multi-attack here. Make a wisdom saving throw with your wolf.
just said because my neck went completely out for a minute there.
The mummy that just hit the wolf with its fist, is now using its dreadful glare as well. You need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Got it.
Well, the wolf does anyway.
Yeah, checking it. It's got a... Well, that's 13.
13? Alright. So far, everybody has succeeded in not being glared. Anybody who has succeeded on the check, I believe the wolf and the two clerics, you are immune to the mummy dreadful glare thing.
Woo! High five!
Nice.
I'm going to mark that
Tail
down,
wags.
otherwise I will forget. Dreadful glare immunity. If I don't write that down now, I will forget, and then I will try to use it again.
Thank you for trying to glare at us. Now we're immune to it.
Woof.
Hey, Ryu isn't immune to it. It's just the wolf that is.
Yeah.
So the
But
other
the
two
clerics,
mummies are going
important.
to. The other two mummies are going to move up towards the party. Who would be in the southern portion of the group?
Who would be in the very back to
Who would be
begin
in the
with?
back?
Who's usually in the back? I
Well,
would be
it
one of
wouldn't-
them.
It wouldn't be Miss because she's tinky.
Hey, I only has an 18 AC.
Dang it.
It's me and Dwyer's in the back.
You and Dwyer? Alright.
Oh, crap.
You and
Well, I'm
Dwyer.
sorta in the back too because of my 14 AC, so.
I assume a 9 isn't going to hit either of you, so I'm not even going to bother with that. But I'm going to go ahead and assume that a 20 will hit Dwyer's AC.
Yeah, even with my shield. Dang it. Why me?
That is a lost die. Hang on. As I attempt to rescue the die from the abyss. And I do not think I can rescue my lost die from the torture of the abyss, of which I have just dropped it into. And I can't even see it right now. I don't know where it went. Yeah, I think it literally... Oh, there it is. Never mind. I rescued it from the abyss.
The Abyss almost claimed another dice soul.
Alright. You will take 10 bludgeoning damage. Plus... Oh, geez. I have to grab my calculator for this.
Oh, no.
Oh dear.
15 necrotic damage.
Well,
As well, you need to make a Constitution saving throw or be cursed with mummy rot.
I got a 16 on the saving throw.
Alright, you succeed.
By the way, that nearly one-shotted me.
Hey, you wouldn't have been one-shotted anyway, Mr. Orc.
oh my, poor Dwyer.
Alright, so that's all 3 mummies. Harvey, finally.
Okay, Harvey's going to fly towards the mummy that was hit with the sacred flame and punch it. I mean, he's going to swing the sword and twice and then punch it.
Alright.
Question.
That's
How is Harvey
14.
flying his broom without any hands on the broom?
Well, he's going to get closer with his hands on it.
His legs are clamped around it
Yeah.
tightly.
Very
He's really
strong
athletic.
thighs.
Haven't you
Better
seen
hope you
Harry
don't
Potter and the
crash.
Sorcerer's Stone? No, not Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, where Harry Potter stood on his broom and caught the
He
snitch?
did that in the Sorcerer's Stone
Oh, was that
too.
Sorcerer's Stone?
Yeah,
No,
but
that
that's
was
Harry
He
Potter.
did it in.
Oh,
He
okay.
did it
Yeah.
when he caught the snitch in his mouth,
No, I was thinking
And
that
no
was
and then he
Chamber of
took
fell
on it,
off
Secrets,
his
so-
broom.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, I was right initially then. Sorcerer's Stone. Where he stood on his broom and ended up tripping and catching the snitch in his mouth.
Yep, and choking on it, and then pops it out of his mouth.
Yeah.
See, that is what that is what Harvey is doing. He is standing
No, he's not
on the
standing
broom in that
He's not
fashion.
standing on it. But anyways,
So wait, if
that's
he's standing
the
on it, is he gonna
14 hit.
trip and run
Hey,
into the
just
mummy?
be glad that Quirrell's not is not jinxing your broom.
Right? Anyway, Harvey,
14, does it hit?
14 to hit, yes.
Okay, that's 9 damage piercing.
9 damage piercing, alright.
And does 10 hit?
10 will not hit.
Okay, then the last one doesn't hit either. Well, the sword went through it at least.
Is your sword magical by any chance?
Sadly, no.
Sadly,
I need
no.
one more level to get magical stuff. I mean
Alrighty.
attacks.
Just
Yeah,
checking.
he's landed right now, anyways.
Right. Alright, just checking. Dwyer.
Okay. Dwyer, after essentially getting punched in the face by one of the mummies, he's going to cast Shatter, catching both of them within the sphere, and thanks to his meta magic, he's going to make this a quickened spell, which means it's a bonus action, not a full action.
Alright.
So yeah, I need to double check the spells for. I need to double check Shatter for and what they need to do, because
I think though that when you're using a spell like with a bonus action, you can only then turn around and use a cantrip after. Just so you know.
Okay.
You can't use two like spell slot spells in the same turn. Even with a bonus, even if you turn one into like a bonus action or something.
Yeah. Anyway, the two mummies, have them make a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution. 21 and 16.
Dang it! Even with my boosted boosted charisma, they still pass it. Yeah, freaking hell. So yeah, they're only gonna take half damage from this. Half a 7, so what's that? Because it's rounded up, is that
Half
4
of seven
thunder damage?
is-
What?
half of 7. Let's see. Be 7 divided by 2 is 3. It's
Yeah, so
rounded down. So
yes,
they both
these will
take
take-
3. What is it? Thunder damage.
Yep.
Okay. And I'm assuming that was mummies 2 and 3 because those were the ones that moved up to you.
Yeah, essentially the jerk that punched me and his jerk friend that punched me.
Right. All right.
And because that was oh crap, I need to do a 1d20 to make sure that my wild magic surge doesn't go off. So okay, it's a 17, so it didn't. But now, since that was a bonus action, and I can still use a cantrip, firebolt right to the flipping face. Does a 13 hit it?
13 will hit its AC.
Goody gumdrops. Let's see. I think that's a 1d10. So, double check. Yeah, 1d10, and it takes 2 fire damage. Freaking hell!
2 fire damage. Alright. Whoops, that was kind of loud. You do notice that it kind of shrieks in pain from the fire. Which one were you using that on again?
Number 2, the one that hit me.
Number 2. All right. That is. It kind of shrieks in pain when it's hit by the fire.
Dwyer smiles. He's like, that's good. He's like, oh, so you don't like fire? They sort of motion to the cleric. He's like, to Ryu to essentially light him up next chance he gets. Also, heals, please.
Yeah.
Yeah. The clerics take care of it when it's their turn.
Basically, I do have burning hands, so you heal him.
Yeah, I'm done.
Alrighty.
But yeah, if you heal him, I can use burning hands.
Looks like it is Jennifer's turn then. Goody. Yeah. Jennifer is going to step into a position where she can direct a cone of fire breath at both mummies without hitting anyone else in the party.
I think she's going to kill it.
They are both going to completely and utterly fail their dexterity saving throws. A 2 and a 1. Let's see. I believe that's 8d6 fire damage. She can no longer do this until the next long rest, however.
I could have done 3d6 damage, and that's only a first level spell.
Yeah, basically she's calling on the power of Bowser and breathing fire at these things. That's gonna leave a mark. How much damage is that? It is.
And this is why I never eat those hot candies.
Well, yeah, she breathes fire on the two mummies. One of them bursts into flames and is immediately incinerated. The other one shrieks in horrendous pain as it is now caught ablaze and it is waving its arms around, shrieking in pain.
Is it going very fast for some reason? Is he waving his arms quickly? That's what I'm asking. It's like, wow, his dexterity just like boosted.
You then see Jennifer kind of kneel over and pant after breathing out this blast of fire. Charming. You notice that your sword bursts into flames. It is now your initiative.
Yay! Well, I was going to attack the one to the north, but then Jennifer ran to the south, so I'm going to run to the south, and I will try to take out the last one when it's on fire. Yeah. Really got nothing fun to do with this, so I'll just swing the sword. That's, not going to hit. Screw it. Action surge. Swing again. I'm done.
Alright. Ryu.
Yep. Alright. Now I can use an action to attack and have a bonus action to have my wolf attack, correct?
Yes.
Well, who all's left? Because it sounds like everybody's been whacked already.
The one to the south is currently on fire. The one to the north has more or less full health.
Alright. And you said it's 30 feet away from the rest of us, so I'm going to say that's definitely within my bow and arrow range.
Yeah, it's wherever your dire wolf is. It's 30 feet away from whoever's in the center of the party. So I'm roughly 20 feet away from whoever's on the edge of the party.
Alright, I'm gonna knot the arrow and shoot it at the north guy.
Alright.
See if I can manage to hit it, and with it being 5 feet, within 5 feet of my direwolf, that would consider a not sneak attack. Yeah, that would be sneak attack.
Yeah, that's sneak attack.
Okay, I got a 19 plus 2 from Dex mod. So that's 21.
21? Alright, that's a hit.
So I have sneak attack. And that's just 2 dice.
Gosh dang it, cat.
2d6. Alright, let's see what we get out of this.
Oh, my legs.
That's 9 damage from my arrow.
9 damage.
Ryu, small thing. The sneak attack is 2d6 along with the weapon damage. Because that's when you got level 3.
You forgot to remind me of that when I was putting it down in my paperwork.
Well, sneak
There you
attack,
go
you
there.
have to have advantage, or someone has to be next to the enemy.
Yeah.
Direwolf.
And both
yeah.
both are the case. Well,
Yeah.
both
Okay.
mummies have an ally adjacent to them.
Yeah.
Alright.
So does that mean I roll another d6 there, Andy,
Yeah.
or is that just leave it
Yes.
Roll another d6.
alone?
And
Oh,
then
I
add
got
that
that much.
to-
It was 1 more point.
So, sorry, how much was that total then?
It's 10 total.
10 total? Alright. It actually does matter a bit then.
Yep. And now it's time for the direwolf to attack.
Alright.
Now that one ought to be a little bit more fun. Seeing as I've rolled an 18, and then it's plus 5 to hit, and it's just gonna hit.
Yep.
Alright. 2d6 plus 3. That's 11. And it's still got to do its strength saving throw.
Oh yeah, it does have to make a strength saving throw.
And that was 11 damage, by the way.
11 damage. Strength saving throw 18.
Yeah, it only needed a 13.
Yep. Alright.
Alright,
That
on to the next person.
That mummy has been shot and bit. Beta.
Alright. So, the one to the north has the most health left, right?
Yes.
Alright. But, Dwyer over there needs healing.
And as I
Right.
said, I have burning hands. You never light the main,
Oh.
it's mostly fire.
Yep.
Let's skip where I've put the spells to load and let me go to Cure Wounds. Okay. So, dice, stay on the thing. Okay. So we got a 6 plus a 3. Let's get 6 plus my spellcasting modifier. Why do things not want to load and work for me? Come on.
Well, you can't do math.
Need to make sure I'm getting spellcasting modifier right, because it is 5. So how do 11 hit points sound?
11 hit points for healing.
Yep.
11 seems to be a popular number today.
Thank you. That
Ele-
gives- I'm not quite, down from blood. I'm not quite above my blade value, but still, that's more HP than I had
Just don't do the critical crush factor thing with the shatter yourself along with the enemy.
Right.
And maybe an ally too?
Yeah, and this time it wouldn't have been my fault.
Right?
Can't
Anyways,
say
that'll
after
be
eating
it.
to the mummies this time, bub.
That'll be it for me this time.
Alrighty. Leon.
Okay, he's going to go over towards the northern mummy, right? And try to get in a position where he won't hit anyone, aka the wolf. And he'll use burning hands.
Alright.
Okay, map tools, please. Come on, work with me. Oh, wait a minute. Dexterity saving throw. That's right.
11.
It fails. Okay. "15 fire damage."
15? Good God.
And it's a level 1 spell.
The mummy shrieks in pain as it bursts into flames. Anything else?
Uh-huh. I'm going to use Healing Word, since it's a bonus action.
Alright.
So, yes. The poor guy who is still bloodied, he's going to receive, let's see, 7 HP.
I am now at 18 hit points. I am above my blight value. Thank you.
Nice.
Wait, you healed for 11 and then 7, and now you're saying your
Sorry,
HP is
19.
18? What?
19, sorry.
19.
Because
I was about to say, that's how much you were healed for.
like,
I'm pretty sure you did not go down.
yes.
Right? Alright. Anything else?
It was not my fault this time.
Right.
No.
Alright. Mummies. What are the mummies going to do, I wonder?
Streak. We're on fire.
The mummies. The one next to Charming is going to attempt to use Dreadful Glare on him. Wisdom saving throw.
Alright, this is probably going to be bad. Oh, finally my dice agree with me. That's an 18.
Alright, you are now immune to Dreadful
So now I don't
Glare.
mind missing twice.
Alright. Because it's multi-attack, it's going to swing, yeah. 24 to hit.
Anyone?
Hmm?
24 to hit anyone?
It's the same mummy, so it's swinging at you because you're the one that's in range.
Yeah.
So. And 7 bludgeoning damage. I seem to roll 7 on the bludgeoning damage all the time.
Alright, I'm going to parry. So, no bludgeoning damage.
No bludgeoning damage. Alright, then you will take the 7 necrotic damage.
Alright.
And Constitution saving throw.
Con save. That will be a 14.
Alright, you save with your Constitution saving throw. Yeah. The other... What am I doing? The other mummy is... Well, he's a little bit upset, and his Dreadful Glare didn't work on the wolf, so he's going to try it on the creature that summoned the wolf. Wisdom saving throw against Ryu.
Yeah, just a second. Okay, I'm just gonna have to roll this and see what I get.
Yep.
18.
Yep. So you save against dreadful glare. So far, everybody has saved against dreadful glare. And then swing and actually 12 versus AC against the wolf.
My brain just
nope.
went. Hold on a second. Let me bring it back up.
Yeah, the wolf's is 14, so it misses.
Yeah, I just got to it as soon as you said it, and I'm like, there it is.
Yep. I didn't think that hit. Oh well, Harvey.
Right, who's alive of the mummies? I mean,
The one to the south and the one to the north, but they are both extremely injured.
well, going after the one to the south. Hit the sword and punches again.
Alright.
Let's see. First one is 8 versus AC, but that doesn't hit, I guess.
Nope.
13 versus AC.
That'll hit.
Yeah, it's 6 piercing. And the last one is 22 versus AC, so that's
Yeah.
oh, max damage, 7 bludgeoning.
Alright. And
That's it. Just standing next to the mummy, if he's
Alright.
still alive.
it is just barely alive. Dwyer.
Yeah, since I'm near this mummy, shocking grasp. 13 versus AC. That's a hit, I think.
13, yeah.
Okay, and it takes 5 lightning damage.
5 lightning damage. That's the one to the south?
Yeah.
Alright. Your lightning tears it apart.
George's gonna saw. He's like, okay. He's like, can't believe that worked. And now my hand is full of mummy guts.
Yep. Alright.
You.
Anything else?
Nope.
Nope. Alright. In that case, Jennifer, in a hope to take down the last one, is going to turn towards the last mummy, and she's going to cast a firebolt, which is crit miss. That happened. Charming. Flaming sword.
Yeah, if I can reach the final mummy, I will rush up to him, and I will swing with the flaming sword. There we go. That's a 19 to hit.
Yep.
He looks pretty bad, doesn't he?
Yeah, it looks pretty
Okay. Alright, so that will be 9 damage. I'm not sure what the flaming sword gives me.
The flaming sword basically makes it so that your damage is fire as well as
Slashing?
slashing.
Okay.
So
that'd be 9 slashing and fire damage.
alright. You swing your sword and the mummy drops. Engulfed by the flames of your sword. Yeah.
Alrighty, so moving on.
Yeah.
Yep.
I will
Alright.
I will make a note that the mummy that Dwyer killed, he's actually going to cut off one of its hands and stick it in his pouch.
And it's going to curse you for the rest of your life.
So you receive that much currency in Lirith, which is actually the currency of Versamy. They're similar to rupees in that they're like gems. Yeah. Jennifer
I
is
thought
going
this was-
to take a deep breath and kind of give out a sigh, and unless anybody wants to stop and short rest, she's going to keep on moving.
Are those definitely weren't illusions?
Hmm?
I thought there were supposed to be illusions in here, but those were undead.
Those were undead. Jennifer, if you're asking that in character,
Yeah.
Jennifer will state that
Short
there
rest
are-
to get my child divinity back?
yeah, if you want to.
Sweet.
But Jennifer will mention that beyond just illusions, many people fall to the illusions in the desert and become undead.
And who mummified them?
Jennifer shrugs and says, "Don't know."
Here.
Actually, because we're taking a short rest, I'm actually going to Arcana the mummy hand that I cut off to see how it was mummified, that sort of thing. If it was magically mummified or that sort of thing.
Alright.
Do you really have to keep the mummy hand?
If that's in character, then Dwyer's going
Yes.
to... He's like,
That's in character.
he looks over to Leon and say, he's like, yes, I like to collect the parts of creatures that I've killed. Is there a problem with that?
He stays silent.
Hey, at least these don't go up in black flames or anything.
Right?
Yeah, trust me. Yeah, I'm glad for that. And I crit. By the way, I crit fail on my Arcana check to see how they were mummified.
Well, what does a crit fail get you? Because technically you can't really crit fail.
5. I got a 5.
5 altogether?
Yep, 5 altogether.
Yeah, you're pretty confused on it.
How does? Yeah, never mind. I was like, he at that point he just tosses the hand back towards the mummy. He's like I don't understand how this stupid thing got mummified.
Leon smirks.
Alright, so continuing on. After your short rest.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Well, since I just realized, since short rest, initiative.
Okay.
Again?
Short rest, so roll some initiatives.
12.
3.
20. Wow.
I only got a 15 this time altogether.
15.
I got 15 as well. I'm plus 3 dex, so I guess I go first.
I only have a +1 index.
15. Harvey got 15. But Harvey
Yeah?
had the higher dex. What was everybody else's?
12.
12?
I got a 15.
I just need Leon and Dwyer, it looks like.
18 for the half orc.
18. One higher than Jennifer, who got a 19. Or one lower than Jennifer, who got a 19.
Sorry about that.
What was Leon?
20.
20?
Yep. He rolled a 19.
Alrighty. Leon and Jennifer are the first to go next time. Alright, continuing on into the Desert of Illusions. You travel for a few minutes. Suddenly, you hear the sound of a horse.
Perception?
If you want to.
Okay.
And that's up to you.
Oh wow, I totally failed on that.
What'd you get?
6.
6.
Harvey gets a 5.
You hear the sound of a horse, some kind of a neighing sound.
Dwarf got a 12 on his perception check.
12. Alright.
I can't believe I rolled a 2.
The neighing sound seems to be coming from the north.
Okay. Dwarf's gonna be like, he's gonna heads up, guys. Something's coming. Sounds like that horse is coming from the north. And if it's not friendly, at that point, his left hand bursts into flames. I'm gonna try and throw a bolt of fire at it.
Alright.
Poor
Harvey
horse.
flies off fire.
Alright.
So yeah, as soon as that thing comes, sort of looks like it's about to attack us, I'm essentially Dwyer's going to throw the firebolt that he has in his hand. Only if it tries to attack us, though. If it stops and there's someone on it and they don't attack us, then he's not going to do anything.
Alright. The horse does in fact ride up to you. It is a black horse. Its mane is fire.
It's a shadow mare.
Its hooves seem to kind of be on fire. Its mane and tail seem to be fire. Yeah. It comes charging up towards you.
Oh, it's charging, so it's probably not gonna do much. But firebolt to the face. 20 versus AC. Of course, I had to get something good. Again with an attack that's probably immune to.
The firebolt attack seems to pass straight through it.
Dwar's like, crap.
Jennifer turns to you and says, "Desert of Illusions."
Sorry, what just happened?
I believe that is an illusion then.
Yeah.
A great big horse that's on fire came riding up to the party, charging at them. Dwyer shot a firebolt at it, and it just passed right through it.
And he's like, oh, man!
Arcana. 10.
And
Yes.
it's probably an illusion, considering
Yeah.
that Dwyer shot a firebolt through it.
Frida will be patting his back gently.
You just raise it and attack on it.
It was a cantrip. I can cast these as many as I want. You want? He's like, he sort of turns his hand on fire. He's like, you want to find out, fuzzball?
You're aggressive.
He's a half-orc.
Dwyer snorts and keeps walking forward.
I don't judge by his race.
Right. The horse runs towards you. Obviously, as you have determined, it is in fact an illusion. It passes through the party and then continues further on into the desert. Jennifer continues to walk forward, making sure that she's ahead of Dwyer so that he's not going off on his own.
I wonder where the horse went. I mean, where it's going.
It's an illusion. Does it matter?
But someone has to have put it there, or something. And that's how illusions work. Like, does it just run in circles?
Jennifer would tell you that the Desert of Illusions is a magical place. Basically, the desert itself picks different things to throw at you as illusions. And when you determine that they are illusions, the illusions just kind of fade away.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
So, once it ran past you, it just kind of faded away. So,
Well, flying up there about the party.
yeah. You continue on ahead for a short period of time, and you find yourself coming to a massive city. When I mention the city, kind of think of Agrabah from Aladdin. How it's, a massive city with a great big palace in the back portion of it. A whole bunch of little houses made up into a sort of almost maze-like road. You can see the city atop the hill that you are standing on. However, there is one small problem. The entire city seems to be surrounded by cactuses.
You mean cacti?
Cacti, yes. A wall of cacti seems to surround the entire city.
Wait, a wall? Like an actual wall?
Like, to think of like 6
Multiple
foot tall
cactus?
cacti, and there's about 5 inches in between each of them, all the way around the whole city.
Jennifer, is this normal?
Jennifer will look at you and simply say yes. In fact, this is the Great Wall of Cactus. It is mostly an illusion.
Okay, do you know the way in?
No, unfortunately.
Of course not.
I've got some idea to of how we know which one is an illusion, which one's not. Do I cast firebolt straight in front of him at the wall of cacti?
Dwyer, I don't think the people inside appreciate you breaking the walls.
Don't care. I am already sick of this place because it had mummies.
Your firebolt flies forward and hits some sort of magical shield that dissipates it before it hits the cactus.
Oh, come on! That's not even fair! Yeah,
No,
Dwyer,
but it pretty much sets with the standard.
I hate this world already. My plan to throw fire at the illusions until we hit it could be a real cactus.
Well, I have a plan.
Alright.
It involves an orc and some marriage.
Hey, how about the Dragonborn go first this time?
Armor plating skin, cactus not really gonna do anything. Charge! Hey. Charming, follow me. You've got plenty of armor on. Put that helmet on. Let's run through it.
Alright, let's go!
Alright.
Immediately takes off running like an idiot, following Charming all the way through. Either we'll hit a cactus or we'll run through the wall like crazy people.
I
Alright.
will be swinging my sword as I run and have my shield out in front of me.
You charge forward and splat into an invisible wall before running into the cactus.
That's why I was standing behind. Charming, I'm like, oh, whoops, didn't see that one coming.
But yeah,
Jennifer
say
says-
snicker at that.
Jennifer says, I did say it was mostly an illusion. The cacti aren't real. They're an illusion covering the actual wall.
How high is that?
Jennifer shrugs. I'm not entirely certain how tall the walls are.
Well,
what's
Harvey's
this
going to
made
fly upwards and keep knocking at the invisible wall.
Alright.
Alright, what is this wall made out of?
You could perform an investigation check to kind of feel it around and everything, since you can't really look at it.
True, and is my direwolf still hanging around with us, or was that just for battle?
That is the question.
I read through it, and it doesn't say anything about when they go away. It looks like it's a legit creature. It says it's friendly to us, but it doesn't necessarily say it would be permanently controlled by us. You'd probably just take it as a regular creature.
Well,
Yeah,
it's
kind of
got
like a lion.
skills, senses. It's even got a thing for perception checks and stuff over here. So I wasn't sure if that'd be able to just follow us around and sniff things out for us or what.
Well, the thing is that it's not under your control. It's just friendly to us.
right. Probably after the combat was over, the wolf probably would have gone off and done its own thing.
And it's
But
probably
again,
going
that
to die
depends.
in that desert
If-
because
Yeah, that's the thing. A desert is not really a wolf's, location. It's not really where it would probably be comfortable. So it'd be possible that it could follow us.
Yep, so.
But
Yeah.
yeah, even still, having it sniff around wouldn't tell us much because it's not trained. It's just friendly. So it's really a gray area.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say,
It
for
was
future reference,
on,
if we came
but-
across that.
Yeah, to me, it will do whatever it wants, but it's not going to move away from us because it doesn't know where it's at.
Right.
Alright, it'll just be entertaining to have that thing follow us around. But yeah, the wisdom check here.
Yeah, your investigation check. While you're doing that, Harvey is kind of checking the height of the wall. You determine that the wall must be about 10 feet-ish.
Oh, that's not too bad. I could set a rope here.
I got a 17, no modifier.
Hey, Charming, would you
Alright.
like to try to climb over the wall?
Climb! Ha ha ha! He's gonna take a few steps back and jump. I believe the height I can reach is my strength modifier plus 3 if I get a running jump, so that's 7 feet. So I can just jump up and grab onto the wall and push myself up.
Right?
This way, we can just have him throw a rope over to us and we can climb over it.
Yeah, Harvey's going to move to help. What was it? Charming.
Yeah.
However he can. To popping up.
Wow, I'm smart.
Towards Ryu's investigation check, it seemed to be made out of some kind of stone, maybe some kind of brick. And you can't really see it, you can just kind of feel it. It just feels like a standard, brick-ish wall.
It's doesn't feel magical, doesn't seem magical. Apparently it's a magic spell around the wall, so I'm just gonna do this. Digs claws into wall and starts climbing up wall.
Alright. Alright, so jumping, flying, climbing ropes, climbing walls, etc., etc., you all managed to make it over the wall. Now on the other side of the wall, you can turn around and see the wall. The illusion seems to only be on the outer portion of the wall. The wall does in fact seem to be made out of some sort of a whitish brick. There's kind of the standard construction material you would expect to find here.
I'm a bit disappointed that it wasn't cacti here.
Hey,
Well, no
Charming.
one wants to touch a cacti.
I'd be disappointed if we looked on the other side of the wall and the gate was 20 feet away.
Hey, Charming. Lick the wall and see if it tastes salty.
No, why would I do a silly thing like that?
I don't know. It may have related to a stone I knew.
First, I look at at one of the stones. He's essentially gonna be like, okay, powerful wizard in here. Maybe I can learn. Maybe I can actually learn a thing or two from him. Definitely great illusionist, but also, and is he a bit of a dick for making an illusion of a wall of cacti.
I walk by and pat Dwyer on the back. He's like, kind of sounds like you some days, doesn't it?
Ryu, how close are you to the edge of the wall?
I figured we were already climbing down the wall by that point.
Yeah, you guys would probably already be on the other side of the wall. That's why you can see it.
Be right back. I had to use the bathroom.
Okie dokie dokie.
Okay, Dwyer's gonna be like, yeah. He's like, oh, funny. He sort of shrugs to get him Ryu's hand off of him and walks into the city. He's clearly in a bad mood today.
He's like, mummies, undead, never a fun thing back home. Why would they be fun here?
So, I should note, now that you are inside of the city itself, the hot desert sun that you have been traveling through seems to be not quite so hot inside of the city. It's almost like there's some kind of magic about the city keeping it cool.
And I'm like, really? I was just getting comfortable.
Actually, I'd like to do a Arcana check to see where the sort of epicenter of this magic is, because I don't have detect magic.
I'm not entirely certain that's something you could easily learn through an Arcana check, because that's more or less what detect magic does. Because Arcana isn't really a detecting magic, it's more of like you think back on your knowledge of magic and try to see if you can figure anything out from it. It's basically like a magical history as opposed to a magic detection.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Sorry about that.
Are
By the
there
way-
any people in the city?
Yeah, there are quite a few people in the city.
And they're staring at us, who just climbed over the wall.
There are quite a few people in the city, actually. They all are walking around, kind of doing their own thing, minding their own business, enjoying the cool magic thing that's covering the city.
And no one really noticed us climbing over the wall.
No, nobody really paid attention.
I'm surprised no one's I'm also surprised no one's reacted to the half orcs just strolling down the city because he's. Yeah.
You would be surprised what comes through Karagum on a daily basis.
There's a half-orc, but there's also a tall man with a golden banana on his armor.
This is true.
And not mention a kitty demon, but
Well, Karagum isn't very far away from Darminia, which is the city of the Nako. So they get Nako visits quite regularly.
okay.
Oh, so there are more of them in the streets here.
Yeah, there would probably be. You would probably see a few Nako kind of wandering around. You see a few humans, a few elves, a couple of beast men here and there. You think you see a guy walking around, who's kind of got really dark skin and like his hair is on fire.
Dorian's like, huh. And here, like, you know what? After all this stuff, this place almost seems like home. Although I still,
Go ahead.
Jennifer will kind of look at the party and say, "Welcome to Karagum. This is the trade center of the kingdom of Baradum."
Bless you.
Yeah.
Well, who are we visiting here?
The one that we are seeking here is not the Guardian, but he knows where the Guardian is. The one that we are seeking is the king of the, or I suppose you would refer to him as the pharaoh of the city.
So, more royalty. Wonderful.
Oh, that's gonna be easy. That's gonna be completely easy to get into a pharaoh's palace. Yeah, we'll go to the palace door, go to the guard saying, "Hey, we're a bunch of travelers trying to save all existence. We need to talk to the pharaoh." Yeah, that's gonna work.
Jennifer giggles and says, "What? Why wouldn't that work?"
He'd be so. He's like, there's like, sometimes some people can be real jerks.
They're politicians.
Jennifer will state, she's the guardian of the gate. All she has to do is show the changing stone, and the pharaoh will more than likely want to see her immediately.
Well, lead the way. We just have to trust you.
Alright, Jennifer leads you through the streets. It's kind of a winding and confusing path. Jennifer doesn't get lost though. Every time she seems to start getting lost, she looks to her stone, which kind of seems to lead her in the right direction. You traverse the city, traveling who knows where in directions, until finally you stand before the massive palace of the city. She steps forward and mentions who she is and displays the stone. The guards at first are not immediately willing to accept this. However, when she waves her hands and Charming there suddenly obtains this massive suit of like super decked out plate armor. The guards let you pass on.
Wait, does it go on top of his old plate armor?
Multiple
replace it.
golden bananas.
It sort of transforms his current armor into that, and then
Becomes a Gundam.
and then kind of changes back once she's done showing off, essentially.
I'm like, there's not enough turtle wax in the world to shine all that armor.
Right. She leads the way, or one of the guards leads the way through the palace until finally you stand before the Pharaoh's throne. The mighty Pharaoh stands before you and looks down at you from atop his throne and says...
It's Yamiyuki from Yu-Gi-Oh!
He stares down at you from his throne and says, "Who are you and why are you here?"
I really want to say to play a children's card game, but
If
We seek the
anything,
Holy Grail.
if anything, he
Oh,
looks
for
more
love.
like Seto Kaiba than Yugi. But yeah,
Okay.
he does have some sort of a golden staff thing in his hand.
Oh, please, not a millennium item.
Dwyer bows. He's like, Your Highness, my name is Dwyer Bonecrusher. Currently in current what would we call what would you call us? You're helpers, Jennifer. Helpers of the Guardian of the Gate. We are looking for the Guardian of your world.
The Pharaoh kind of stares at you and then stares at Jennifer. Jennifer kind of holds up the stone on her neck and he nods. He says, "It is true that there is a world guardian here in this city. However, finding the world guardian is not an easy task. See, the world guardian does not exist on this plane."
Oh, lovely. So, plane of existence is your world guardian on spiritual plane, plane of fire. There's a lot of different planes that we can be searching.
I just hope it's not a bay.
The Pharaoh says the world guardian is currently up on the plane of fire.
I'll be alright.
He says, the Pharaoh says he is currently seeking audience with Vulcan, the god of fire himself.
Wait. God of fire. Oh dear. This can only get good for the lizard.
Is your god the fire god or?
No, but this
What?
one's got a bit of a temperament, and he's got a thing about anything that breathes fire is under his domain. Hey,
Don't tell Jennifer that then. She can breathe fire.
Yeah, I can make fire come out of my hands.
And he'll think you're one of his minions and command you to do whatever he pleases. He's a bit of, yeah, I don't have a nice way to put that, so I'm not going to say it.
Well, is it the same fire god we are on different world after all? We're not at home, so is it the same fire god?
No, this is a different fire god.
Yeah, that's
Oh, pleasant news to hear.
Right. You're on
Maybe I won't have to
Versity.
run into that eagle maniac.
Yeah.
Right? Can we just get right? Let's just get to the plane of fire. Try to get the Vulcan. Talk to the world guardian, and then we get. If we do, hey, but if he's already left, then well, we can just look for him because Vulcan probably knows where he is.
How do you plan on shifting planes to the plane of fire? All of us.
Dwyer looks at Jennifer. He's like, I think we have a way in.
Oh yeah, that's true.
It's like she transported us from another world. I think she can shift between the planes rather easily.
Unfortunately, I can't.
Oh. Okay. Next question: how do we get to the plane of fire? Because unless there's a convenient door or portal in the city that says entrance to the plane of fire, then we're gonna need some pretty powerful mages.
Or a plane ticket.
Nice.
Disconnect your internet and feel shame.
The Pharaoh says, there is an Ifrit that lives in the mountain of fire to the north.
Do we have to fight him?
The Ifrit could take you to the plane of fire if you convince him to do so.
Question, can we just wait for the Guardian to come back?
The Pharaoh will say, I do not know when the Guardian will return. The plane of fire is different than the material plane, if you will. Time is different. A minute there is an hour here. You could be waiting a very long time.
Right. So where's this Ifrit located again?
He is located in the Mountain of Fire to the north.
I knew we would be going there.
He's like, thank you, Your Highness. You guys get any more information? I'll be waiting outside for you. I know where we need to go, and I know what we need to do. So if you want some extra information, you can fill me in later. Bye.
By the way, how much gold do we have in total?
Beta will be tailing after Dwyer, so yeah.
I have no idea how much gold you have in total. I haven't been the one keeping
I
track.
have it all recorded down, although I haven't tallied it up. If my thing will let me copy. Okay. Let's see. First bit, 22 copper and 3 gold. Second, 15 silver and 7 gold. Third, 14 copper, 22 silver, 5 gold. And the most recent one, 15 copper, 12 silver. And then my internet opens up for some reason, so I can't see if there was anything else because it won't let me go back to the... Okay, and then 3 gold.
No, that's not much.
And now my character sheet's not responding.
I told you to turn it.
I was just hoping we could go shopping for something useful, but... oh well. Is there anything to do before we head to the mountains?
You could explore the city and see what there is.
Yeah.
Beyond.
Actually, I think Dwyer's actually doing that while everyone's sort of, well, after he left, just to sort of, more or less, sort of clear his head because he's not in the best of moods.
Yeah, we just don't have any gold to actually buy anything for us, really.
Yeah. Ryu just left as well. Is like, I'm gonna look around, but honestly, this time I don't think I'm gonna bother trying to pickpocket anything because if there's magic everywhere, there's probably magic police officers. Last thing it is cops with interdimensional capability following me.
Right?
You just need to stay one jump ahead of them.
Yeah, until we get back to our own world, and it is like, what was the point of that?
Alright.
I started looking at the Aladdin song, the one step ahead.
Yeah.
Does Jennifer have anything to do here?
No, not really.
Well, I guess we're off to the mountains after I check the town. If there's anything interesting in here.
Alright. In that case, after kind of wandering the city for a bit, you make your way off towards the north, where you can see a large mountain not far off. traveling once again out into the Desert of Illusions, you make your way towards the Mountain of Fire. Let's see. It's a bit of a journey. It takes you an hour or two. When you reach the um, um, I mean, if people want to wrap up now, I mean, we can pick up from the Mountain of Fire tomorrow or next week.
Yeah, that'd be great. I mean, I will come next week. Just
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah, I should be here next week too without a problem.
Yep. I guess all those fire spells aren't going to be of any use soon.
Yeah. Alright, well, yeah. I guess if people want to quit here, we can.
We could do some out of character stuff over the week if anyone wants to,
Yeah, that'd be great.
roaming the city and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that always sounds like a fun idea.
A little character development.
Yep. If that, don't need that.
Okay, so we end with wandering the city. That sounds fine.
Yeah, we can end with wandering the city. And then next week we will.
Who knows?
the
Maybe
bazaar
somebody
and-
gets some nice backstory built into this.
Yeah. But yeah, as if we can do that. That's fine because I was literally just looking over a couple of things because I just realized I wasn't 100% sure what I was doing in this part. This will give me a week to kind of re-prepare myself and figure out what I was going for with this next section. So,
Hey, it all works out in the end.
yep. So yeah, I guess we will end on that note. We did not end with a short rest this week.
Wow, it's a miracle.
So we left early.
Oh well.
Well, we haven't gotten to another fight yet, so we didn't really need it yet.
Yeah. You already took your short rest, and essentially you could consider this a short rest. You know, wandering around wandering around the city and doing your things and stuff.
You have the Dungeon Master's Guide, right?
Yeah.
I'm not sure what page it's on, but there is a cavorting table somewhere.
Cavorting table.
Yeah, it's a table. I think you roll a 1d10, and it tells you an activity that you undertook during your downtime. It's quite interesting, and if no one can think of anything to do, then you could just roll on that table, see what sort of weird events you get into.
Had
I
to
wish I
find
had
it
30
first.
gold. I want bagpipes.
Downtime activities, 127. 127. That's not 127. There's a 127. Yeah, there's a... You can carouse. You can craft magic items, running a business. Oh yeah, there's all kinds of stuff. So...
I'm pretty sure there's a table somewhere, probably in that section, that you can just roll for some random activity to occur.
Yep. Although not all of them are particularly great.
No, but it's an option.
Right? It's a D100 plus level. 1
Go
to
ahead.
10. 1 to 10 is you are jailed for 1d4 days. At the end of the downtime period on charges of disorderly contact and disturbing the peace.
Go ahead and roll.
I need... I'll just use 2 of these. And I just dropped one of my dice into the abyss again. No, come back. D100 plus party level of 4. We got a 49. You earn modest winnings from gambling and recuperate your lifestyle expenses for the time spent carousing.
Oh,
So there you go. You could actually, potentially, if someone wanted to do that, you could earn the money that you need for a bagpipe.
yeah. And I was thinking that it's what Harvey was doing when we started, and it's something he would have been doing.
Right?
Well, can I say he has a bagpipe now?
But that's just something that Emily rolled for fun. You'd have to roll yourself and add your own level to see what you get.
Oh, okay.
Right.
So, how does that work?
It's a risk. Do you want to take it?
Sure.
Alright, what do you get for 84?
84. You earn modest winnings from gambling. You recuperate your lifestyle expenses for the time spent carousing. And you gain 1d20 times 4 gold.
1d20 times 4 gold, huh?
Yep.
I rolled an exactly 100.
Exactly 100. You make a small fortune gambling. You gain 46 times 10 gold. Your
Okay.
carousing becomes the stuff of local legend.
Well, I guess you got some luck this time.
Interesting for to say for the former.
Did you say
player.
times 4 for mine?
Times 4.
What did you say how much gold this was?
Uh, for Ryu, it was 1d20 times 4. For you, it was 46 times 10.
Okay, I got a 54. So what happened to me while I was sort of slinking off on my own?
54. You earn modest winnings from gambling and recuperate your lifestyle expenses for the time spent carousing.
So ooh.
Is it all gambling?
It's not all gambling. It's just
Because
the last.
there's a 49, a 54, and a 90, and like a 100, and all of those were gambling.
Yeah, 41 through 100 plus is all some sort of gambling. 1 through 40 are different things, though.
Ah.
So,
Okay, so how much do I earn again?
what was it you got?
I was the one that got the 54. So
54. You recuperate your lifestyle expenses for the time spent carousing.
oh, so essentially I'd earned it what a sorcerer would usually get in terms of money for starting equipment, right?
I think that you have to pick like a lifestyle thing, in which case it's like 5 gold or something like that, based on your lifestyle. It's in the
In other
player's-
words, you live like a king for a day,
Yeah, very much.
but you don't get anything back from that unless you choose to not do that.
Right.
Would anyone have tried to get Charming into this gambling? Because I rolled a 98, but he wouldn't have actually done that unless someone took him away from his task.
Actually, I could,
Well,
actually,
Harry would have like to bring him along, and
Yeah,
Jennifer as well.
yeah, knowing him, Dwyer and Harvey, the two of them would probably the three guys who probably went gambling, Dwyer, Harvey, and Ryu. They probably asked them, Charming and Jennifer to come with them because, why not?
What about
And don't split
Fade
the
Up?
party. Well, Fade-Up
Would
can't do
Jennifer
anything.
have gone with them?
Jennifer rolled a 32 plus her level. She gets caught up in a whirlwind romance that ends amicably.
Oh.
Poor kid.
I got
Yep.
a 98. Is that something good?
98 is
Gambling.
the 46 times 10.
All right.
But yeah, while everybody else was off gambling other places, the rogue knew somewhere else to go.
Nice. I got 120.
You got your own kind you gamble with. You don't gamble with other people. They don't trust you because of the way you look shady. You gamble with the shady because you look shady.
I have a question about this world. Does it have any gnomes in it? Does the world have any gnomes in it?
It does not contain any gnomes. The gnomes were all wiped out in a massive war when they tried to conquer the entire world with super advanced technology.
Okay. I wonder how the people react to him then when he's winning so much.
They may not assume you're a gnome, they may just assume you're a short dwarf. Because
Okay.
gnomes haven't existed for a long time. Like
that's
thousands of years.
Well, we can think something for that during the week.
Yeah.
Actually,
Anyways, he's playing a bagpipe now.
I'm actually going to try to, after, for Dwyer when his gambling sort of just goes, meh, he's actually going to try and sell off his old ring, so his magic ring, just to try and get a little bit more money back, so trying to and oh yeah, I actually check that because you can sell a magic item and the base price for the for it is 500 gold, so let's see.
That's really up to the DM, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Generally speaking, there's no trade in magic items. They're really hard to come by. So buying and selling, it's like buying and selling a collector's item. Usually you would go to like an auction, a really high-class auction, and maybe you might get some. It'd be up to Emily to figure out what the details are on that.
Yeah, that if you were to try and sell a magic item, while Karagum is like a big city and there's a lot of things going on regularly, the places here wouldn't be able to buy anything. Essentially, if you were to go around through the shops and try to sell your magic ring, one of two things would happen. Either A, you would get told that they can't buy it from you because they don't have enough money, or B, you would end up getting told that sure, they'll buy it from you, they'll just have to go get the money out of the safe, in which case they take the magic item and go back to the quote-unquote safe in the back room and then disappear outside the back room and you never see them again, or your magic item. So
Yeah, and well, let's face it, Dwyer's the kind of guy that Dwyer, if soon as someone would say that, he'd probably intimidate them into see the money first, then he get then they get his ring. But so yeah, not a
Yeah.
good, not a good day for the. No, definitely not been a good day for the half work.
yeah, if you wanted to sell a magic item, In this world, you could go to the city of Demondo, which is the capital city of I don't remember what it's called, kingdom. Maybe I remember. But basically, Demondo is basically the biggest trade center in the entire world. And there you can actually sell and even buy magic items. You would be looking at 3 times the price for buying them, and you would be looking at 3 times less the price for selling them. A 500 gold magic item, for example, would net you probably like 166 gold-ish. Meanwhile, you would be looking at about 1,500 to buy a standard uncommon magic item. So
Yeah, plus we're kind of pressed for time. So I don't think, and knowing Charming, he probably would not want us taking a detour back to a place that we have no idea.
yeah, going all the way back to the Desert of Illusions, through the Dragon Shard Pass, across the Mystic Mountains, and finally to Darminia, or to Demondo. Yeah, I don't think even Jennifer would let you go that far. If you decided to go to Demondo, she'd be like, good luck, and leave you to that, because she's here in Karagum for a reason. So, yeah, that is true. The session is effectively over. I haven't actually stopped the podcast. I probably should do that. We just got kind of talking about different things. So.
I'm back.
Welcome back. But yeah,
About that.
let me cut the podcast here by simply bidding everybody a farewell. Thanks for watching.
Bye, everybody.
If you
See you
enjoyed,
next week. Don't let the fires burn you.
right?
Don't be turned into a popsicle by the weather. That would be worse.
Yes. Do not turn into a popsicle. Stay warm.
Right.
Stay inside your house if possible. Preferably over a thick,
Yeah,
preferably under a thick blanket.
And I like
That's fire.
Richie.
if you've been enjoying, please feel free to subscribe if you're new. Feel free to leave a rating. Feel free to comment. And we'll see everybody next week for the next Worlds Collide campaign. So, episode 7 next week.
Bye.
Keep calm and pony on, everybody.